Hey YouTube, this is Blue Room and I'm here to bring you my DJI Action 2 SmallRig magnetic case review. Well, here we go.
Blue Room Beats.
This review is going to include a little bit of my thoughts of what I've learned about the DJI Action 2, and this will also include some cool tips that I haven't seen anybody talk about. We're going to include like the memory issue as far as when transferring files onto your computer. Let's get into it. Here we have the DJI Action 2 with the SmallRig case. There's some dings, there's some scuffs, there's some scars. To me, this case is for someone, throwing it in the pocket. It's going to give you a lot more confidence to just throw it in your bag. I will also urge, if you do get this case and you want to protect your screens, to get tempered glass screen protectors. I get them on all my devices. I did have a close call. I was walking my dog and my dog hit the top camera module, and the camera module ended up landing on at the asphalt face down. It's some tough glass. It's Gorilla Glass. It did not shatter, it did not scratch. And it was actually the day my tempered glass screen protectors came in. Definitely urge you guys still to do that. Even though there is some protrusion, as for rocky surfaces, definitely you're going to want some tempered glass screen protectors on there. Another thing like that I say is a con, it's definitely a con, is you got to make sure that it is latched. It's user error, I get it. You're in a hurry, you trust the magnets, you hear something click, you think it's all right, but you want to make sure these tabs are always down. I had this on a selfie stick. The dog jumped out the car, hit the top camera module, and it just fell over from chest height down. But again, very durable, and it was in this case. I was looking really, really closely. See how it's connected right now, okay? But sometimes when I'll be cleaning the screen and I press on it, it does protrude up. It protrudes up like that. So there can't really be too much pressure on this right here. Let's talk about some pros. Pros, again, at first I didn't notice this. It's a magnetic case. The bottom of the selfie screen module is magnetic. So this is a big pro in my setup. I just had put some pegboards and made a charging station, which I'll throw a video on this later on. But magnetic bottom, you put it on. If you have metal shelves, metal pegboards, just bam. I do like, as far as when you are recording 4K 120 and your device does get hot, you can barely feel it. Like, it's warm, but it's definitely less noticeable. I haven't had an overheating issue, but I do turn off the threshold, for the heating. But not once have I lost footage due to heating issues. I shoot at 4K 120 here and there, and at the end of this video I'll throw some clips of just random things that I did this weekend and just happened to have the DJI Action 2. Someone commented saying, like, the magnet on the back, like, is it strong enough, put on the chest mount, like as far as the little necklace that it comes with, the magnetic clip. And yeah, that's exactly how I was wearing it this whole weekend on a bird scooter with it, and definitely trusted it. Yeah, that's both of them together. Is this worth it just to buy just for the top screen, just the camera module itself? I think so. This retails for $20. See how it's fully protected around on the sides? So on the top of this, you can see some lanyard clips. It doesn't come with like a wrist strap or whatnot. It's definitely going to prevent the nicks. I don't know about buildings or anything like that, but as far as like day-to-day use type stuff, throwing it in your bag, throwing it in your camera bag, running and gunning, definitely all ports are accessible in this case. Your USB-C is not hard to get to. This does come in 2 colorway options. You have a little darker gray. I went with the white because, again, white reflects heat. Maybe doing time lapses where you leave your DJI Action 2 in the sun might make a difference. That's why I went with the white option. This brings me to my tip. All right, the tip that I have for you today is I have seen online where people want to access both the internal storage and on the SD card. They say just plugging it in doesn't work. What I've been doing is just having it download from the internal to the SD card, taking the SD card out and doing it that way. So today I tried to plug it in, but before that, I definitely watched It's Sky video, and he's a really good YouTuber. He does a lot of reviews. He removed the SD card and then continued to plug it in to access the internal storage. So, but he also in his video showed where you could go into your previews and then switch to view like SD card or internal. So what I did is I went in to view my previews and then switched to the internal storage to view them, and then I plugged my device in. Well, what happened was I used the same USB cable that this camera came with, and yeah, voila, both storages populated. I did not have to remove the SD card from the device. Yeah, they're not on the same one, so I did have to do some file shuffling, but they both came up on the computer. I haven't heard anybody talk about that. Enjoy the montage that I'm going to put on the screen to end the video. And again, comment, like, subscribe, share. This concludes my review, and you guys have a good tech day.
Rolling through hundreds on deck. It's the first of the month, just cash my check. You ain't want it, I'ma go get it. Rock the shades and the snapback trendsetter. VIP, that's where I'll be. Music vibing with my chi. Opened up a tab, smoked some tree. Tonight's club, all on me.